Hello, welcome to Cosmic Love Tarot. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really do appreciate it. As you may know, I'm still quite new, so I still get nervous. There's still a lot of things that I think after, oh, I should have said that, or I should have done it that way, or whatever it might be. I'm learning. I still get quite nervous, so I hope it doesn't show too much. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. I absolutely love reading your comments. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So just before I start, let's do a little bit of dong. Anyway, that's the only thing I can call it, a dong. I'll show it you actually. I brought this years ago. Okay. I don't know if it might have a different sound actually in my hand. Let's try it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what energies is affecting us right now. Affecting the collective. What energies are affecting the collective right now? Affecting the collective right now. It's all about facing your fears. Okay. It's time to restore your mind, body and spirit. Lovely. One more time for the collective. You're repairing yourself from an untangled emotional dependency. The red thread. Could be a twin flame. Just finding peace, harmony within yourself. Okay. Let's see what comes out. Okay. Clearing negative energy. Negative energy keeps you stuck. Clear it out and create space for a positive flow of life. Okay, rebuilding and rebalancing. Rebuild unbalanced relationships. Okay, if the scales are tipped, it's time to restore balance. Still got my earpiece in. Okay. It's time to restore balance, step forward and create harmony in your relationships. Okay. And learn from the pain. Pain is a catalyst for change, allowed to lead you to a deeper wisdom and growth. So clearing out negative energy, finding balance in your relationships, and through finding balance, you're learning from the pain of being in out of balance relationships. Okay. I think I'm going to keep that as the overall energy for this reading. And underneath the deck, release the resentment loop. Resentment isn't power, it's poison. Stop replaying the story. You're free to choose peace. Okay? You're free to choose. That's come up again. There you go. That's the one that came up when I was shuffling. Untangled emotional dependency. When love feels like survival, it's not love, it's fear. You're safe without the attachment. Okay. And kindness creates change. Oh, my nose is itching again. I'm not sure if it's the joss stick or what. Because I've already done a reading and I've been burning joss stick. So I don't know if it's that. I'll have to put on pause and get a tissue. Hold on. Okay, while I went to go and get myself a tissue, I got drawn to picking the deck of the Twin Flame Ascension because of the red thread that I saw twice, which is to do with the Twin Flame. So I feel that I need to do that before I start the tarot. Okay, let's see what's going on. Because it is about clearing away negative energies, finding balance, learning from the pain. Okay. Okay. Divine Masculine. Okay. Got a Lion here. Could be Leo. But we're also Leo full moon at the moment. We're still in that energy. See a lot of fire, passion. Looks like a cat. Reminds me of a deck of cards. A reunion. Reconciling differences. It's about rebuilding imbalanced relations. So a reunion could possibly be taking place. You've got the... Oh my God. You've got... Okay. Let me show you this. This is quite interesting, right? There's the reunion, 10-10. On the one side, you've got the divine feminine. And then on the other side, you've got the divine masculine. That's why I got drawn to this as soon as I went and got my tissue. That was meant to be. Okay, it's all about rebuilding and out of balanced. Clearing away negative energy and learning from the past pain. Okay, it feels like we're going to go on to a twin flame here. We are on a twin flame. I don't even know why I said that. Okay, reprogramming the soul. Release, rise and reclaim. Reclaiming your power. That was underneath the deck. The heart. Beautiful. Reprogram your soul. Okay. Yeah, clearing core wounds from learning from the pain. Okay, the masculine, releasing lower self. The masculine energy is needing to release lower self. That's why it was out of balance, because there was some toxic energy. It needed to release what their expectations were in that relationship, because it was in toxic energy. That's what was out of balance. The feminine gave too much into the relationship, where the masculine in the lower self just took. It's all about harmonizing now. The divine masculine is starting to let their light shine. They're tapping into, they're releasing and tapping into their higher conscious. And increasing their frequencies for a new journey. Past life healing. And learning from the pain. The masculine energies now are noticing all the signs, synchronicities, and starting to take notice. I feel that the masculine energy is starting to... That's interesting, because I put that card right next to the Divine Feminine, okay? And the mystical messages to follow the signs is what the Divine Feminine is giving for the Divine Masculine. And the Divine Masculine is starting to notice these signs now and starting to look deeper into understanding what this past connection was. This past life connection. Beautiful. Okay. To harmonise, to find harmony for the Divine Masculine is to understand the sacred sexuality, the higher conscious, the divine connection. They're stepping away from the lower self into the higher self. It's moving away from the physical need for, I'm going to say, instant gratification. They're looking at it higher perspective, from a different perspective, which is the sacredness of the masculine and the feminine connection. And a shift is happening because of it. They're looking deeper into the connection. They're looking deeper into it. It's activating the higher self. The Divine Feminine is helping the Divine Masculine to activate the higher self. They are communicating, starting to communicating on the higher self, because the Divine Masculine is starting to notice the signs and know that there is a communication happening. They're starting to go within. They're clearing away negative energy. They're starting to rebuild what was out of balance. They're starting to trust and listen and allow whatever information's coming in. They're clearing away their karma. It's a Kundalini activation. It's clearing away karma. Okay, look at the colour of that. That's the sacral. So this feels to me that they're clearing out that lower self, that lower second chakra, that is to me. That's what it says to me. It's clearing it out because it's accessing the divine, the sacred sexuality, instead of the physical sexuality. That's interesting. Lovely. Okay. Aligning with abundance is happening between the two of you. And staying grounded is so important right now. Underneath the deck, Twin Flame Facilitator, expensive growth. A Twin Flame Facilitator. I think through your experience, you are going to become a Twin Flame Facilitator. But in the meantime, while this is happening right now, so everything happens in divine timing, and it's still being rebuilt to find balance. It feels that the Twin Flame Facilitator is God himself, who's helping twin flames to come back into union, because that's what was intended. It's about trusting the process. Integration, multidimensional healing has taken place, and practice patience, divine order. Everything is happening in divine order. A rebirth has taken place. A pathway to true love. Take me home. God, 11:11. Take me home. That reminds me of John Denver. Take me home. No, It's a take me home country road to a place I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. High priest, personal empowerment. Okay, let's get the tarot. Let's get the tarot on the masculine and the feminine. This is really great. So let me get those up. The Queen, Divine Feminine, and I've got the King, Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine. I've got the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is how the Divine Masculine sees his Divine Feminine. Very nurturing, reliable, and providing financially. The Queen of Pentacles is very grounded, and whatever they would choose to manifest into their physical reality, they will do it, and they will work really hard to achieve it. They're great builders. They create security, safety, material instincts. They're very wise and a working parent. This is what this Divine Masculine is seeing of his Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine is also seeing that right at this present moment they do need to relax. They do need to rest and recover. They need to recover. So they're retreating because they're going within. They're contemplating right now. They're in recovery. I want you to know this, that they are in recovery. While they're in recovery, they're finding meaning and purpose to their life. They're reflecting back at the past. They're understanding what you contributed into the relationship, what you gave, and what they didn't give in the relationship that caused problems, issues. The Queen of Pentacles is a provider, and she would also expect her counterpart to be a provider for her too, and what she's manifesting. I feel that the masculine is seeing this, and they're needing to build to. They know that they need to give, find balance between, it's the Six of Pentacles, to find balance between giving and receiving. And it goes back to the very first card of rebuilding unbalanced relationships. Okay, it's all about balance, it's about sharing the wealth, sharing generosity, sharing charity, sharing inheritance, being fair. And being fair. Because there was a lot of negativity that went on between you. That's why you went into separation. That's why it was out of balance. So that's the Eight of Swords. It was a victim mentality. They saw themselves as the victim, where all they was doing was taking. The masculine energy realises that all they did was take. And seeing the truth. What does the Queen, what does the Divine Feminine want to say? to the King of Cups I've got here, which is a water sign. What does she want to say? She's compassionate towards the King of Cups. She's very supportive. And she's balanced. Now this is what the King of Cups normally portray as the emotional, balanced and compassionate. But because it was out of balance, the Queen of Pentacles gave that to the King of Cups. Gave compassion. Was emotionally supportive. Okay. Now the Four of Swords that the masculine, divine masculine, is healing from and resting, because they've been in devil energy. The Queen of Pentacles knows this. They've been in their shadow. The masculine has been in their shadow. Addictions. Very materialistic, toxic, codependent, because it's the low self. Divine feminine knew this, but the divine masculine is recognizing it now, because they are communicating on that 5D, because he's starting to see the signs. He's starting to look into it. He's starting to see the truth of how he first perceived it. Divine masculine is starting to find meaning and purpose through the painful ending, the wounds, the betrayals, the failures, the collapse. This is the Ten of Swords. Finding balance with understanding what happened in the Ten of Swords. Who did what? Who hurt who? Who said what? Who did what? Who started what? Is seeing the truth. Looking deep. It's all about healing the past life, past relationship, or even past life traumas. The wounds, the inner woundings. It's all about balance now. Three of Wands is governing, really. The Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving. Three of Wands is all to do with it's all to do with foresight. It's all to do with enterprise. It's all to do with working together, creating an empire together, finding balance within the relationship, finding balance at home, in family, all of the commitments. It's about balance, equal give and take. I've got the King of Pentacles now. It feels like the King of Cups, that was the emotion through the healing and trusting the intuition, as turning into the King of Pentacles, because it's all about generosity. It's about the give and take. It's about sharing. Sharing the wealth. Sharing the success. Being abundant and prosperous. So this is what the divine masculine is seeing now. That they've been quite stingy and selfish. When you commit 100%. You commit wholeheartedly. It feels that the energy I'm picking up is the masculine energy or the masculine counterpart and the lower self was attracted to you because you were stable and you were grounded. You may have had savings, you may have had your own house, you may have had your own company or whatever it might be, but you had more of a status. And it was out of balance throughout the relationship, and that's why it's separated. But now the King of Cups has been forced to look into themselves. And while they're looking within themselves, they're starting now to see it feels as if there is some form of communication going on. They're seeing how well you're doing. And it also got them to be motivated because it's about ask, listen and allow. The King of Cups started to see that you were moving on. You're strong, you're independent, you're financially independent. But there's still that connection between the two of you. So we're starting to see the signs. I'm reading the signs, looking deeper into it, then understanding on another level of the purpose of the connection. What was learned through the connection? What part did they play in the connection? What part didn't they put into the connection? Because that became the Ten of Swords. Now they're getting themselves prepared. They're looking into it differently. Could be thinking about moving abroad, moving away. Or the King of Pentacles. So it's going into the King of Pentacles now, where it's all to do with leadership. Could be overseas opportunities. And those two are under the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. So the King of Pentacles now is starting to realise that they did once have a self-imposed restrictions, victim mentality. But I feel that was the King of Cups, but he's now King of Pentacles because he's building his own empire. And it's going to be more equal, balanced. It's not as if you need to have exactly the same amount of money in the bank each individually. It's about just accepting that person for who they are, that they both play a very important part or role in this connection. Abundance happens when you hold no restrictions to it. It's acceptance of self, acceptance of the other. Wow. 4 of Wands underneath the deck. Celebration, joy, harmony, engagements, reunions, domestic happiness. 4 of Wands is also 1111. Happy home, happy connections, marriage. Wow, like that. Okay, it's Judgment. Upright cards, it's a rebirth. It's an inner calling, a new phase. Reckoning, redemption, forgiveness and mercy. Wow, that's powerful. Straight after that is the Tower, sudden changes. I'm not seeing the Tower card here as a bad card to have. Sudden changes can be a sudden realisation, or a sudden release, or a sudden insight. Yeah, And then you've got the Sun card, which is Leo. You're still in Leo full moon energy. Very positive. Happiness, vitality. Celebrations again, rebirth. And all is well. Wow. I say a lot of wows when it's good. This is really good. Okay, it's all about building long-term views. The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles are really good at creating long-term goals. And will achieve it together. It feels very much of what was the word? What was the word that I wanted? I was going to say they both individually hold their own. Power couple. They are a power couple. They are a power couple when they're on the same page. Okay, lovely. Okay, this union is going to take place. Just still about patience, but it's going to take place. This is what I'm picking up. It is about reprogramming the soul, releasing, rise and reclaim. Just trying to think what this deck is called actually. Oh, Healing Spirits. Healing. You are your purpose. Individual, but you're also strongly connected. You hold your own. Success isn't what you have, it's what you do with what you have. Beautiful. Okay, one spirit guide, one way. You're both just going one way. See two people there. Well, actually, that looks like a little child. I've never seen that before. It's only when I got that by the camera, it looks like a little child there. Two people. Even the child can still mean a new idea, a new beginning, because it's like a birth of something. Or it could be a child. Success isn't what you have, it's what you do with what you have. Okay. Success isn't what you have, it's what you do with what you have. I'll tell you what I'm seeing with this, quite strange. Well, I've never noticed it before. It looks like a piece of glass that's been hit. Let's say it with a bullet. And it shattered, but it didn't penetrate the glass or break the glass, but it's shattered, it's cracked. I don't know why I needed to say that, but that's the energy it feels like. It reminds me of, if I've seen it in here, it reminds me of that Chinese, so you know that Chinese, you know when you break a mug and the Chinese pick up all those broken pieces and they glue it all together, and then they put gold leaf all through all the cracks, so then it's very noticeable how much pain went into that cup, that one cup, that unconditional love of self, that one cup as the chalice, the divine love. But it's all been highlighted of all the pain and all the sorrow, all the loss, that all got gathered into that cup of love. I don't know why, but this is what somehow this is reminding me of this. It's like a bullet was fired, but it didn't kill. It didn't penetrate through the glass and break, but it's shattered, but it's still there. And that shattering past, that shattering moment of the past became your, it opened you up to your wise self. You acknowledged the wisdom behind the lesson. That you came, I'm seeing that onto that, that you came to serve. There was a lesson behind it. Be calm and keep going. You're going into the right direction. You're both moving into the right direction. And I feel that you're communicating. You're still doing you. But your divine masculine is reading the signs. You're both reading the signs. You're connecting in with those signs on the 5D. And healing has taken place because it's been divinely guided to do so. You have the ability to affect your own destiny. Whatever it is that you want to create, create it. Because you are your own purpose. You are still your own. Feels as if you're still, you are divine feminine, so you're still doing what you intended to do, what has been given, divinely given to you. You're still doing what you are meant to be doing on this journey. Send it out to others. Natural healing powers. You help others along the way. That's what you do. You're a healer, a natural healer. You could both be healers. But it feels to me that you are sending out the healing energy for your masculine counterpart, so he can step into his divine masculine. Heal the past and fix tomorrow. That's what's happening. And all is well. All is well. Beautiful cards. Okay, underneath the deck, in a space and a universal knowledge. Third eye activation. I also see this North Star, North Node. Everything is happening in divine timing. I love it. You are on the right path. These cards are absolutely gorgeous. You're on the right path. You're both on the right path. This, wow. Whoever's been on a twin flame journey is all moving. It's like this ascension. This also reminds me of it's like the sperm in the egg. It's like all of these divine beings, these twin flames, all these divine beings. It's this divine spark, all meant to connect, all meant to heal the past woundings, so they can come into union with themselves through the experience of the past pain, past traumas, and heal. It's like the divine, yeah, to heal not only themselves, but to heal their counterpart, but also I was going to say to heal humanity. I've never noticed this before. When they're all going up there, look, they go round to there. Never noticed that before. I'll tell you what I'm getting with this right now. People always say when you see the light, go towards the light. We've always been told to go towards the light. The light can also be a con. The light, I'm going somewhere different here, but I think on a twin flame journey, you'd already know this. And this is really the matrix trap. This is the cube, the black box. This is where you're constantly going through that cycle of death and rebirth, and you know, it's like just the slave to the system. I remember being told by my spirit guides many years ago, you don't know in this lifetime, in our physical form, you do not know where you are or what choice you will make after death. You don't know. And it's not until that moment, it's not that you're thinking it either, it's something that will just naturally happen of a conscious, it's a conscious thought that naturally happens or naturally accessed on that moment of either going towards the light that's there, or you turn. It's like doing a 360, you turn towards, it goes towards avatar, it goes towards the universal grid to go truly back home. That's what I was always shown. And it feels as if these twin flames who's done the work, that they're not going towards the light, they're going around it into the true, it's like the true source, God, back home. They've done the work. I was also told you can choose to go. It's avatar. You go back into the universe, or you can choose to go and ascend back into physical to help the human race, or you can help from the spirit realm. But it wasn't about going into the light. That's the trap, to go back down. But it goes round. That's interesting. Never saw that before here in this card. But that's what's coming to me. Card underneath. It isn't about being right. It's about doing the right thing. It's being true to your heart. Being true to your heart. Doing what you feel is right. I know that I can give me an example on that, because I know that what I did it true from my heart when I was in a situation. And because you have to be honest with your soul, your heart and soul. It has to find its balance between the heart, soul, and the mind. There is so much more to you than you think. So much more. Be the best version of yourself and start today. Beautiful. Okay. Let's have one card from the angels. Okay. Have you asked your angels to help with this? Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will. Ask and you will receive. I'm going to do one more. Your power animal. Your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with this situation. We're also coming into the year of the horse as well. Horses represents freedom. Your animal spirit guide. Do you know I was gonna buy a deck of cards which is to do with the animal spirit. I feel like I really want to extend on that power animal, but I don't know. Let's try this one. Okay. What power animal? What power animal are you? What energies or characteristics of your power animal is helping you to heal? What needs to be healing? What needs to be healed? Okay. Wow. Leopard. Okay. Leopards are phenomenal hunters, known for their sheath and ability to stalk prey. The snow leopard, which lives in mountains of Central Asia, is among the more mysterious of species and was believed to have drawn the blood of its human victims without eating the flesh. By feeding on the life force, blood, and avoiding weakness, flesh, the leopard was thought to maintain its strength and purity. God, I'm reading that in another way now. So the power animal is the leopard, and the leopard represents to draw the blood of its human victims before eating the flesh. That reminds me of this lower dark, with, what's it called? Adrenochrome or whatever it is. I don't want to actually put it on that energy because that's not where it's going, but there's something about that. I'm going to look into my, sorry, but I've got to find out, get more info. I'm going to look in my shamanic book. This book is absolutely years old. Let's have a look. Okay. me just put this on pause for a minute and see if I can find this. Okay, I've got it. Okay. The snow leopard represents overcoming our demons and haunts and renewal of vision and vitality. The cycle of power is dawn, early morning and dusk. Okay. So leopards and jaguars are the two spotted members of the big cat family. Okay, of all leopards, snow leopards are considered the least aggressive, although many big cats are known to occasionally take human prey. The snow leopard does not do this, even though they are quite capable of taking down prey much larger than themselves. Their environment forces them to be extremely agile and excellent leapers. This hints at its ability to teach those with this totem how to make great leaps over new obstacles in their life. If a snow leopard has revealed itself, look for a time to clear out the haunts and the demons within the mind. The strengths and vitality to do so will be there, vibrant and plentiful. Great leaps in overcoming them will occur. It can reflect a period of 22 to 24 months in which the old demons are chased away and new vistas open up. At the age of about 22 months, the young are able to be out of their own. The snow leopard holds the promise of a new life, a new perception, and a renewal of its perspective on life. Now, this is what I'm picking up, is when I said that card where it's to do, it said about, okay, that it has been drawn that the blood of its human victims without eating the flesh. And all of a sudden it reminded me of this adrenochrome, whatever it's called, these bloodthirsty vampires. Okay, now this is still belonging to the lower vibe energy. The masculine, the divine masculine, to be a divine masculine is to overcome the demons. Not saying that they were drinking blood, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is when it's in demon energy or demonic energy, it has to be cleared out. I'm saying for it to clear out from the lower density, the lower vibe energy, takes 22, 24 months to clear out. It's, to me, it feels like this celibacy, the clearing of these toxic energies. So this is the energy that I feel, the power animal, your power guide, your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with this situation, okay? Which is the snow leopard. The snow leopard is helping you because it says here, your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before you can intervene in this free will choice. Have you asked your angels to help with this? Okay, it's clearing out demon spirits. It's all about free will. It's all about making a choice. This is what's happening with this divine masculine, because at the moment they're still in this King of Cups, still in emotion, but they're going to be moving into taking full responsibility for their own foundations in life, to be balanced, to be grounded into the King of Pentacles, which is the divine masculine. And it feels to me that the angels around you is asking you to ask them to help you to overcome anything that was in your lower toxic male energy, your lower self. I love cats. That's beautiful. Because it's all of this knowledge Cats hold so many mysteries. I see cats very mysterious. They hold so many mysteries to life. They see in the dark as well as the light. They are very, they can accept what is expected of them. They will conform. Okay, that's the thing. They will conform in the daytime, but at night time they're mysterious. They tap into another world. It's tapping into I'm gonna see, I was gonna say satanic. I don't really want to go down this path, but it's like this, it's esoteric. It's looking more into the darker arts of the human psyche, of the unconscious shadow self. It's tapping into the demonic parasites that stays lingering in the conscious mind, because it's all unconscious. There is something about this energy that gives them a massive insight. It's a personal freedom unleashed. It's a rebirth from past healing. The Divine Feminine has already done it. And through the Divine Feminine, her Divine Counterpart is starting to see it and starting to see the signs. It's a calling. They're starting to hear the call. And to get out of that dark density vibration, the divine is asking you to ask for assistance, to help you, to move you forward. And to trust the process. Okay. A message now from the messages from the universe. I'm just going to split it. Okay. The past is behind you now, so drop the fears and doubts. Even though you may feel a little uncomfortable at the moment and slightly anxious over what is coming next, you are being urged to bring yourself back to the present moment. Your recent prayers have been heard and are currently being worked on. I'm going to read this one now. Of course, you will make mistakes, but the biggest one would be not to try. You have nothing to lose. This thing you have been thinking about for a long time, just go for it. Better than oops than a what if. We are here to support you. We are here to support you. Hold on a minute. We are here to support you. Just ask and we will be there, helping, guiding and supporting your path, your healing journey to overcome whatever needs to be overcome from your past. And I'm also saying, when it's a twin flame journey, it's not just the present past, it's past lives. That's what it's all about. It's about understanding the those demonic forces that's always kept us in a lower vibe energy. So I'll leave that there, and if this resonates with you, please comment. It would be great to listen to your story and your journey, and I'm sure that it will also help somebody else that's also on that journey. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. God bless.